What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Sorry about the wait. I've been busy, but today I'm back, and I have someone in my Discord who mentioned something about when he tried to rent the house instead of I don't remember exactly what it was, but I think he says instead of charging him 3,000, it ended up charging him $6,000, and I don't know what he did to the code, but for now, when I try to rent the house, I get charged 3,000, and if I vacate and then rent it again, 3,000, and vacate. Let's see, one more time. Yeah, and I share these project file with you guys, so you guys should have this. And if I vacate this house again, I can keep doing the same thing over and over, and it's not charging me extra. Okay, and I find that I don't know if you guys did find this bug, but I found one. It's like if I purchase the house, right? Okay, everything still work, but I will fix this bug in a later video. But if I purchase the house, and then matter of fact, let me do this. Okay, so if I go over here and I purchase the house, okay, I believe yeah, I can still vacate the house, but I don't think I'll be able to rent it. Okay, the first time I can rent it, but if I purchase it the second time, I won't be able to rent it. That was the bug that I was encountering. So right now, if I try to rent it, see, I can't rent the house. So I believe this happened because of the timer, right? So we're gonna fix this in a later video. But today we're gonna finish. We're gonna work on the office for the apartments. So basically, what I want to happen is for you to be able to edit the apartments. Like for example, let's say if this building have at least 200 units, or how many units the building have, you'll be able to edit the prices for each unit. Okay, so today we're gonna work on we're gonna start working on the office things. Okay, sorry, let me adjust my mic. Okay, so the first thing we gotta build if you already have your own model, you can skip this, but I wanna build it. Current, let's do this 25, and excuse me, I wanna do it like this, probably a little bit nicer, like this. That's the foundation, and then let's open it up. Matter of fact, let's close these. Let's open it up and start a content, and let's add this on there. Okay, with it selected, we can just make a nice little building. Like that. What about there? Well, that might be a bit too long. Keep it right there. Okay. And let's find it again, and then just add the same thing. Okay, so now click outside of it and then just add a cube. Yeah, do the same thing. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14. I like this height. And then you can just build your house like that. So this is gonna be kind of like the office type stuff, you know, nothing fancy. And then over here we're gonna do this. Well, I'm holding control and drag. Hold control and then drag. Or you can hit Q and E to adjust it. But I find control and drag faster. Let me press E. Okay, and I want my door to be right over here. So we're gonna say 175 by 250. Okay, 175 by 250, and then I'm gonna add kind of like something like that, 50 by 200. Yep. And then over here, let's add a big window like so. And then you're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So this is gonna be the office. Okay. Do we need a window in the back? No, probably not. Let's make a main office for like the manager type stuff. So let's make it kind of like this. Or you can make your own design, it doesn't matter. Go like this. Oops, hit Q, yep. Oh no. Let's say Control Z, keep it like that. Nah, this won't work. Hit Q, Control Z to go back, and E, yep. And then let's put another door somewhere over here. So we're gonna do 175 by 200 by 250. Yep. Nope. 175. 175, 250. And then over here, let's add another building. Window. Like so. And whatever, it's fine like this. And make sure you put it in the build folder. Okay, and duplicate this, call it M underscore. Okay, and let's make this like darker gray, like this. And with this, we're gonna add M gray. Now we get something like this. And now let's create the door frame. Okay, so we're gonna select, make sure you don't select anything, don't select the door or anything, just select the world, and then just go up with E and hit accept, and then you can just shrink it a little bit like that, and then make a duplicate. Like that. Yep. And then make another duplicate and then rotate this to 90 degrees. Like so. And then scale this down. And then move this up. And you can make your building as detailed as possible, but for me, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine for me. Yeah. And then if you want, hit hold control and click, hit G. No, not yet. So ungroup it, Control Z, ungroup it. And I believe we need to, Control G, and then merge, and then save it somewhere. We can say door frame. And then with door frame selected, we can open it up, and then we can add that little cell phone thing in there. Matter of fact, there's one that look better. Not the wall. Is that it? Yeah, I think that's it. Nope, that's not it. No. What is it? Okay, let's just use the cell phone one, because I want it to be white. Okay, cool. And what we can do now, we can just move this, make sure the pivot bottom for the door frame, and then we can just delete this, apply to all. And then move it up. Or you can take your time to fine tune this, but me, I'm not trying to waste time. Okay, after 10 hours, this is what I come up with. Okay, so you can just walk in. This is the main lobby. This will be the manager office, and then this is some other area. Okay, so we're gonna work on things to make it more professional. So let's close this, close that one, open the apartment, and let's find the office building. All right, office building, and then let's just put this right here, office building, and then let's go see how those apartments is looking. We can remove this, and then if we go here to apartments, and then we can place one down here. Ooh, okay. What's going on? Location. Let's do this. Okay, I know what's going on. I think I know. Let's do this. Clear. And inside building. Let's get this. Bottom. Boom. And then back to selection. Let's delete this. With this selected, we can just put it down here like that. Now when we drag an apartment, it should be flat down like that. Yes, sir. Like so. So now we're gonna create a trigger to make sure that we. Oh yeah. So this is where you. I think this is a purchase. Yeah. Okay. So we have to adjust this. Okay. So apartment. Office. No. Is that it? No, that's not it. That's about office collision. Yeah. So that's before we even purchase the bit. This is where we're gonna be at. Okay, this is gonna be our section to buy the apartment. So we come here. This is where we buy the apartment. Yep. And now we're gonna create a box to either select all the apartments and then show them, and then list the apartment price. Okay, so what I'm going to do, we need to start creating the door for the apartments, because if I show you this, let me see, this is what determines the apartment. These right here, these doors. Okay, so if I navigate to one of them, yeah, the BP doors, we get the name of the apartment and everything like that. So let me check my notes. PT data, we need an actor, index, rent, name, and number. Okay, so let's create a new blueprint. BP APT door. Okay, so this is the door for the apartment, and let's put it its own folder, and then let's do data. We're gonna do a structure apt door info, and we just need a few variables here. The first one is the owner, and second one is the index. Matter of fact, let's call this tenant so we don't get it confused. Tenant, and then index, we need a rent, and then we need a name, and let's say number. Yeah, and both of these are gonna be text, and then the rent will be integer. It's gonna be an integer as well, and an actor. Okay, and guys, one more thing. I understand, you know, you have your own vision to build the game, but if you're not building the game the way, or if you're not doing the stuff the way I'm doing it, you're gonna come across some problem, and I won't be able to help you, because I receive a lot of message. People want me to help them, but when they send me their code, a picture of their code and stuff like that, it's totally different from what I have. They trying to do their own thing, and then it messed up. Just know that I cannot help you until, even if you send me a couple of screenshots, because the problem may not be in the blueprint that you sent me. You understand? The problem might be somewhere else. so I won't be able to help you that way. Okay, so let's go to apartment door and let's put replicated. Make sure we replicate everything, and then let's say ABT door info. ABT door. Wait, what did I call it? What do we call it? Make sure this one is replicated as well. And then, yeah. So in the office door, let's see. Oh, so I didn't even do it that way. That's crazy. Uh-oh. Yeah, we can forget about this for now. Forget about this for now. That's not how I did it. Forget about this for now. So we're gonna create a few variables, the same one. So we're gonna say tenant, and this one is an actor. I don't know why I did it like that, but so that way we don't have a lot of problem. I'm just gonna follow how I did it. Okay, so we have tenant, we have index, and then we have, excuse me, price, and we have number, name, and then we also have is locked, and then another one, excuse me, and then another one for is available. Is that how you spell available? Yeah, that's how you spell it. Yep. Okay. So boolean is gonna be a text, number gonna be a text, price, integer, index, integer. Okay. And then in the door, what we're gonna do, we're gonna add a static mesh. We're gonna say door mesh, and then what's this? Okay, door mesh, and then inside in the door mesh we also have a text. We're gonna add a text, and we're gonna say door number text, and then we need a box collision. Make sure it's not a child of the door, and then we say door collision. Okay. And if we go and find our door, amazing door that we built, right? And then why don't you have my precious screen? Okay. So the door collision, let's just move it like that, and then make it, let's see, probably yay big, because you don't want it to be too big, like that. And then, yeah, we can just make this bigger because we need enough room from the inside. And then don't make this too tall either, because you don't want it to collide when we put the building on top of each other. So it can be just like that. Yeah, just like that. Okay. So what we're gonna do, what we always do, is right click, begin overlap, right click, begin overlap, end overlap. We're gonna say JC character or whatever you call your character, and then I hope this thing is recording. Okay, it was recording. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't recording for no reason. I mean, writing stuff for no reason. Okay, so we're just gonna put character name. Promote to a variable. Make sure it's replicated, and then we say get player controller, and then enable input, and then we need another variable can interact with door. And one more thing, make sure everything is replicated. Yeah, all of this needs to be replicated. Okay, so we just push this right here, and then yeah, and you can copy everything, paste it down there, and then we can say we can uncheck this, disable input, and then yeah, like that. When IA interaction is pressed, we need to check to see if can we interact with the door. If we can, let's just print the door number. So now if we go to the apartment, we can select this, select the apartment, add a child actor, and let's say APT for apartment, right? And then we can say BP APT door, and then it's gonna bring something like that. And I believe if we go under child default, there we go. So index is 0. This is where the price for the apartment is gonna be. Let's say we renting this apartment for $800 a month or whatever, and this is gonna be the number that display on the door. Let's say 1, and then I don't even know why I had the name, but I can just say apartment. Oh yeah, this is for the text to show when we went trying to rent apartment 1. Yeah, so, and then we don't need this to be instant editable and expose on spawn, so we can just undo this. So now, and let's just move it to the side for a little bit and move it forward. So this is gonna be what the apartments look like. Okay, so if I go here and hit E, see apartment 1. Now if I go here and then add another apartment, just leave it name apartment 1, and then I can just say index. Now the index is 2, and then this is, let's say 700, and the number is 2, and then apartment 2. Okay, so now if I move this to the side, and then now this is apartment 1, right? And this is apartment 2, right? Okay, so we're gonna leave these right here for now, but let's do the text. So that way matter of fact, let's move them all the way over there, all the way over here. Okay. Inside the door, okay, on event construct, we're gonna get the text. We're gonna say set text, and then we can just do number, apartment number. And then if we go to the viewport, make sure the text is somewhere where we can see it. Matter of fact, before we do that, let's place it first. And let's give it a color. Make it black. And then one. Let's make sure we can see it. Is it close enough? Yeah, it should be. No, let's undo that. And I believe we can make it center like that. And let's go see. Yep, here we go. We might want to move it a little bit. We might want to move the text to make it line with this thing right here. And then we can just push this now, construct, and then, or not the name, we need the number. We need number. And as you can see, apartment 1, apartment 2. See, apartment 1, apartment 2. Now people know which apartment belongs to them. Okay, so what do we want to do next? Well, next we want to display, for example, we want to have a trigger box when, as the owner, only as the owner, we will be able to access the info about our apartments, right? For example, we can come here, kind of like a computer, and then we get in there, and then we see all the information. Later on, when we do this, let me show you. Hold on. Later on, when we give me 1 second, guys. Making sure this thing loads. Okay, later on when we build this, what is it? We need computer desk. When we build this, this is how we're gonna interact with the office. So we're gonna come here, we're gonna be like, boom, like so, and then it's gonna have something for us, and then we can edit our price, whatever we want to edit in the apartment. This is where we're going to be able to do it. Okay, so this is what this is, like that. Okay, but for now, we're just going to have a generic thing. It's just going to be a simple box collision, and then open the menu, and then we check some stuff. Okay, so what I'm going to do, let me go in here. Excuse me. Let me get some lights. Let's get some light in our apartment, like so. And then select outside, and then make sure you're inside the building. But let's go to, where's the characters? Character, meshes. I need something for reference, so I don't make this table massive. 90. Okay, like that. And then select outside, so that way we don't build on top of this. And then go back to where you want to save those things. And then we can delete these because we already have our house, so we don't need these anymore. So we don't have a lot of static mesh just hanging around. Okay, so modeling, cube, current, 25, and then down here, let's create a table. So make it 2 by 2. I'm trying to make a desk. So that, yeah, let's do 100. Now let's try the front first. Front desk. Listen, I'm not a designer, okay? So I'm doing the best I can right now. So yeah, when you sit down, this should be enough. You got 2, 1. Oh. Yeah, when the person sit down, this should be enough. Did you got 2? Okay, we got 2. Yeah, that is a big old desk. All right, now this is just place. Yeah, I don't like it. Sorry, I don't like it. I think it's too big. Yeah, probably like that. Yep, right there. Yep, like that. So where the hell is this person gonna come? Oh, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's gonna be a desk like this. Because all I need is something. You know, you can have your own desk, find your own desk, buy some. Doesn't matter. So this is gonna be the desk where the person comes, where you as the owner, you come in and you do your thing, right? And then cube. Oh, wait. Select a wall outside. Let's get a cube. Let's make this like 5. And then I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is gonna be my monitor, like that. And then we can do boom, like that. We can leave it like that, and then mix this 2, and then make sure you get the kind of like the bezel on the outside, like that. And hit Q, and then hit OK. And then let's duplicate this, make it M black, or whatever the color that you want your monitor to be. Okay, and then we can plug this in here and then in here. So this is like when the monitor is off. Ooh, I think I made a mistake. Let's see. Oh no, I did not. Okay, cool. So the second one is when the monitor is on. That's how it's gonna look when it's on. So if I hit play here, it should be like this, right? So that's how the monitor is gonna look when it's on. And then if you select the monitor again, because I want this to be one mesh, you can just put 5 again, and then this is gonna be the keyboard. Oh, this is a massive keyboard. Oh yeah, I don't care. Okay, cool. We have a white keyboard. A black monitor with a white keyboard. There you go. Cool. That's how it's gonna look. Okay, cool. So that's what we have now. Okay. So what we're gonna do, let's go back to our apartment, and then let's select this and add another static mesh and call it office desk. Right. And then if we go here, let's rename this to office desk, and then we can select this and then add it, and then let's go find it. Office desk. Oh, not you. Office desk. Don't tell me I did that. Please don't. Okay. I was about to say, I know I did not. But where is my office desk? Oh. I added the wrong thing. Great. Office desk. Can move this where you want it to be. Where you want it to be. Matter of fact, let's just leave it like that. And then you can add let's add a light by default, so we can see what's going on. So it's gonna come with a light by default. If you want, you can add another static mesh again. No. Let's go find the monitor. And then add a static mesh. Monitor. This is for decoration, okay? This is like, this don't have anything to do with the code yet. This is that. You just remove this like that. White monitor, and then so this is the one we don't need. Let's delete these, move this back like that. Or what we can do, instead of have it facing outward like this, let's just rotate. Just rotate it 180, move it back, and then select this, and then let's just, for example, right dead center in the room, and then got and put it wherever you want to put it yours. Mine gonna be like that. Okay, and this I know can be white. No. Black. Yep, whatever. Let's leave it like that. So now when you come, it is like this, and yep. Here we go. So now person in charge is gonna sit down here and then checking people screen and stuff like that. Let's create a material for the screen. Light. And then hold down 3, click color, and hold down 1, multiply. You can hold down M for multiply node, and then put an emissive color, and let's change this to white, and let's give this about 10. We get something like this, mimicking the screen is excuse me, turn on, and then M light like that, and then you'll get something like this. See, like your screen is on. So the way we're gonna toggle this later on, matter of fact, we're gonna do it now, and I'm gonna show you. So as of right now, we're gonna make sure it's M block. That way, it's like computer's off. Okay. So the way we're gonna do this is inside of the apartment, we're gonna add another. Box collision, and we're gonna name it interface collision, or you can name it whatever you want to name it. So let's move this somewhere where we want the player to interact, like so. And now, if you have your own, meshes, like I said, you can use those instead. But for me, let's make this look smaller so people have to literally be close to it, like that. Okay. So interaction, jeez. People in the sports car. So we can, we already had one like this. Nice. Okay, well, we can use this. The macros that we created earlier. Not in this video, but earlier. Okay. So now up here we can have a sequence, right? This is for the office. If you can interact with the office, and we can say can interact with interface question mark. Now if this is true, then we're gonna do something. Okay, if this is true, we're gonna do something. But right here, we're gonna say this is true, and it's false down here. So what do we want to do? Well, when we interact with this, when we push the E key, let's get the, what do we call this? Okay, let's get the monitor, right? And we can, let's make sure it's valid. Make sure we have it, so we don't have errors and stuff. And we can say set material, and then if you look at the monitor, the number we want is 1 because it has 0 and 1, 0, 1, 2. So we want to change this. When we click it, we want to change the number 1 to the M light. Or we might want this to be on the flip flop, or maybe not. Let's copy this, and then when we leave, we're gonna mimic like when we leave, the computer shut down by itself, but you can do it on the flip flap if you want. So by default is, I think it has the black, wait, yeah, by default it has the black one. So right now, if I go here, it's down, and then if I press, oh, it's still doing this. Yeah, because let's see. What we can do, we can go back to the apartment. We can do this only. Can't interact with office, but technically we are not interacting with the office. Is it because of the macro? Yep, I know it. I knew it. Let's remove it from here. Let's remove it from here. From inside of the macro. And then we can just add them right here. Can interact with office. Set it to true. And then down here, set it to false. Now let's go try it again. Now if I press E, computer turn on. If I move, shut off. E, like that. And then we're gonna mimic, I don't like, it's not center. Yeah, it's gonna bug me. No, need to move it a little bit. A little bit. See? Alright, so let's see. Okay. Sorry guys. Okay. Alright, cool. Now we're gonna mimic what happened when we hit the. Let's put it on a toggle to make sure we still do it. Yeah, like this. Let's do a flip flop. First time we turn it on. Second time we're gonna turn it off. And black. First time turn it on, turn it off. So now it's on the top. We can do boom, boom, like that. See? Okay. So what we're going to do now, we're going to let's see. Let's add some comment. Interact with computer. So that way we know what they are. Interact with computer. Office collision. Okay. So now we can add the camera here to do the transition, but I'm not going to do that right now. So let's try to make the screen come up, just the screen to adjust the price and everything. Okay. So for example, when I come here and then I just computer will turn on, and then I'll be able to access my buildings and stuff and see all the how many stuff I have. Okay, so let's move this light to over here. Oops, how do I have two lights? Oh, this one is the one that's inside of the. Yeah, let's move this right here. Uh-oh. This thing. Oh yeah, it's still working. Still there. Okay, cool. So let's not waste any more time. Let's go UI default UI office, and then how do I want to do this? For now, let's do vertical box. this is temporary, okay? Apartment, container, because we're gonna use the computer to do this in the future, okay? So let's move this like that, and it'll be 40, okay? And let's wrap it with a size box, and then let's do size to content, override, let's do 500, that's too much, 4 and by 6. Should I have done that? Nah. Let's leave it to size the content like that. Yeah, size the content like that. And then wrap this with a border. Another one. And then the vertical box, let's put a text. And yep. And then this one. And then the text, we can wrap the text with a size box. And in this one, we can say about 400. And in the text, let's make the text about 15, give it a padding of 10. And let's wrap it with a horizontal box. And this one is fill. And then this one is gonna let us know how many we have. Let's say we have 15 apartments right now. But this, we're only gonna show the one that's available to rent. Okay, so let's rename this to header. And then here, H container. So this is the header, the vertical box. For now, let's do a button for now. This button gonna be dynamic, by the way. Let's do border. Yep. And let's make it kind of like, no, not border, it should be box. Yep, box. Kind of like that. Okay, and then let's add a text to it. Let's make the text 15. And let's wrap this with a size box. And then height about 60. And padding top about 5. And then this one, let's give it a padding about 15. Make it 20 altogether. Okay, this one, the text with a horizontal box. Align the text to the left. Okay, I guess. Amount. Okay, apartment 1. Yep. Okay, apartment 1, let's give it padding a 10. And why is it doing that? Why is it not feeling? Oh, okay. Okay, apartment 1, and then this one don't need to be for it, can be auto. And then this is gonna be how much? it is. It's gonna be how much is it? Okay. So if you hold shift right click, shift left click to paste, and then put this like that, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the last one, let's give it a padding button to 20, like that. That's not how I'm going to do this, but it's something for us to see right now. Apartment, and let's go to apartments here, and then let's create a widget. Let's do server create apt office menu. Make sure it's on server, and then this one client, and then we can say create widget UI office UI office. We've done this a million times. And then like so, add to viewport. And then we can say get player controller, and then set show mouse cursor to true. Set input mode to let's do game UI for now. But when the character sit down on the computer, we're gonna make it game only. I mean UI only. That way we can move. Okay. And then we can say office menu open. If this is we set it to true here, and then let's do this. If this is true, we're gonna get this. We're gonna say remove from parent, and then we're gonna hide the mouse cursor, and then set input mode game only, and then set this back to false, and then put this right here. And what we can do, we can just hide office menu. We don't even have to replicate this, we can just do that, and then say client hide create, yeah, like that. And make sure you plug this right here, and then inside our apartment event graph, where we do this, get the character is valid. Let me see. Yeah, we already have the apartment. We can set server create menu office, and then we can just say hide office menu. Now if we go like this, you show it right there. Okay, but we're gonna make sure this is. Hey guys, for some reason I've been having recording issues, and where the video got cut off, I had a lot of buttons down here showcasing the apartments. Okay, right now I already record this, so I'm just gonna show you how to do it. But these are coming dynamically, okay, instead of having all the buttons. So what I did, I copy, I, I create a new widget, okay. I name it UI Office BTN. I simply copy, I add a vertical box. I copy one of the buttons, size, the size box, and I paste it in here, okay. And then in the event graph, inside the graph, I create an apartment info variable. I make it instant editable and expose on spawn. And I create one for the name, the price, and the index. And I set the name, the price, the event construct inside of the UI Office BTN. Okay? So now in the UI Office, the main, this menu right here, inside of this, I add a scroll box to this APT container, or inside of the container, I add a scroll box and I name it scroll box. And in the event, in the graph, I create a custom event, build apartment buttons, and then I get the scroll box, right? I clear it, okay? And I get the player character, and I check to see if it's valid, right? So it's valid. If it is, we get all the overlapping actors of the apartment, BP apartment, and then we get the first one because we cannot interact with two apartments at the same time. So we call the interface get apartment ref, the message, okay, and then we check to see if it's valid. If it is, we get all the child actor, aka the doors, right? So we get all the doors. I did a for each loop and all the doors, and then I cast it. But later on, we're gonna change this. We're gonna add a interface to the door, get the door information. So I casted the door, and then because we only want to show the apartment if they are available for rent, right? So remember inside the door we have a variable called is available, right? So I get the is available variable, do a branch, make sure it's on the true, right? And then for the apartment info, we get it from the apartment ref message. Plug it here. And then for the name, we get it from the apartment door. Plug it in there. And then we simply do a format. And then we add the price and the little money sign in front of it. And we get the scroll box. Okay, this scroll box right here. To add child. Okay. So and then we get something like this. Right? So in the video that didn't get recorded, I said we were going to finish this um, in the next episode, but I guess since this one isn't going to be that long, so I might as well finish it here. So you get 2 in 1. Okay, so what we're going to do, so if we open the UI BTN, the UI Office BTN, remember this is a button by default. So let's say door, let's see, button. Alright, so if we open this by default, add a click, add the click, why I said do it, we can get the apartment Oh no, we can just, yeah, we do need to do the part the button of the, we do need to do that. Okay, so let's just do it instead of do it the way I did. Okay, we already have everything here already. So what I'm going to do inside of the door, let's add a door info, door info, and trying to think. Right, door, get infinite rules on spawn. Let's go back to the UI office, search this, and then from the door, let's get door info. Or maybe we might not break it. All right. Setting for price. Price is set. Oh, I know why it's not setting. I know why. I know why. Then that means we're gonna have to keep setting. I don't want to do it. Okay. So what we're gonna do? Let's go to apartment. Right. So here we already have it down here. Okay. What we can do? This right. Apartment. But this is apartment. Work. What I'm trying to do when I come up, I need to I need to get the information of that specific door. Let me see. Okay. Well, it seems like we're gonna have to do it the way I didn't want to do it, but here we need to get a class. Class door, ABC door. Yeah, because these are acting as apartments, right? So, and I'm trying to think. I go here. We can set the parent that of the apartment. I do apartment. And we set it. I need a reference to that door. Apartment. Nice. Apartment. Update. Back up. This access apartment. Apartment door. Pass. Door info. I have it here. Or do I have? I don't want to. Okay. Let me try that. Done. Okay, guys, I figured a way to do it. We didn't have to do the door and stuff. So what I did inside of the UI Office BTN, I add a variable, and let me make it fun out of the Office. So we're creating the button, the button, get the reference of the character in the apartment here, plug it down here. So button, the parent, and save. Right. So the reason 1200 we need for oh, of course, the variable belongs to okay, yeah, right, it's gonna be there. So let's try to see if the name updated. Yeah. Sorry guys about the confusion. Okay. And also in the department, out. Oh, yeah, we close the widget back. Oh, we need to call. Oh, so it's not doing it. Hide office menu. There we go. So now we get in the parent of the apartment. Okay. Uh, this is where we check. I'll fix this in a minute. But let's see. Apartment. Instead of adding the parent class, put it. I mean, we need reference office by office. Got this. Now we can put border background blur. Add the full screen. Crop this. Yeah. This size box. Now let me. Add a vertical box. Yep. Apartment. Apartment. So these are like the rooms. This a name. It side of the button. My office red. Solid. I'm doing this on the fly. I didn't put this. It, default, we're gonna make it by default. Definitely need to make this all of it. Hiding there. Oh, okay, okay. I know why. I know why. It's because oh yeah, because I press E on toggle it. I should go because I won't have a way to click the button. So work. So what I need to do side of this right next to the I need to you're gonna need to get all of them because we need to sort them out by their index. Like I said, this is I haven't done this. I didn't record this or anything. I made some mistakes. Copy text. Not this name, not the name that's yep. So apartment one, apartment two. Yep, because we need these populated. Huh. Yeah, we already have it. So, but when we click it button, set the apartment door name button from the unit container. No, from here, Office UI. Set text. Want the reference? We want the reference. The button. Apartment two. Yeah, format. Well, it's still gonna set it that, but when we update the value, when we have to update the value, problem. I think the cache get the door info directly should be a better idea. Excuse me. Try to update the value. But this one is just setting. This one is just setting the information, so that way we can see it. because the update, the value gonna be done here. You don't have to worry about it because we already have a reference to all of this. And everything is happening on the client, so you know it's gonna work for multiplayer. So boom, apartment one, apartment two. Uh, that's happening because I need to do it properly. Office, okay. Later, hide, not hide. Let's go. Yep, that's it. Edible box. This. Yep, size box. Okay. Oh, that. Add different, update different things, other things. Like for example, let's say if you want to house, I don't know. I'll think of something. Right? And we can whatever. I'm just adding stuff to make it look nice for now. But these gonna be something else we're gonna do. Okay. So for example, or if you have any, anything you wanna see, just leave it in the comment. Now we can update the price for the. Or another thing we can do too, right here, we can say, right? So on begin play, or not even begin TikTok price. So should have the value, whatever it's called. You see, have it, and then we can just come in and edit the price. We're gonna create a function when we click save price. Select, but let me see how can we. But because we have multiple, oh no, that's not the problem. Price button is clicked. Price save price begin. Check to see if text is empty. We're not gonna do anything like that. Grab it. That, right? Text is empty. We're not gonna do it. But it shouldn't be empty. Always good. Oh, frame. Or on the false to make sure text is not empty. Empty. We don't want to do that. All right. So that, 0. That's so. Happened. It didn't happen when you, for example, add another 0. This. Add commit. Apartment 2 is not 12. Add out. Okay. This right here is not working because set it when we click the button. But this button, that's what it needs to happen. Price. But this right here would be a problem because this will turn. Aha, there you go. Ah, there it is. I have to, yeah, you definitely do. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure that out. So as soon as we click it, if I click 12, it's bringing 12, but this won't update until I make a change. That's if I add a 1 and hit enter, then it changes. Or I can just save it directly on text and make it that. I hit 7, and I put 0, enter, then yes, that should work. Okay, cool. Working now. Let's save. I have to create a function inside of here. Save the price. Yours, right? So let's say right. Okay, we're not gonna implement this because I think it's already long, but I'm just gonna make sure. Get now. This is not saving the name or anything. The price, okay. Valid. Price. Price. It, now it's giving me adding this. I want it to be. Oh, I need to call it here. Calling it. Valid. Aha, it is a replication issue. And it reset everything. Interesting. So this copy. Get the end that door. Let's say this. Should have the first. This is what I said. Print string is your friends. Save you guys a lot of, save you from sending me a lot of texts if you use this little guy right here. See? Yeah, it's valid. I'm getting that. So what we can do now, the reason why I'm doing this on the fly is so that way you guys can see how I go about it. Certain things. Here we can say get index, and this is gonna be the index. Now it only update one. It didn't do it for both of them. But now I need to figure out why it's setting it to 0. Okay. So in the next video, let me show you again because it's not setting like here. This is not updating properly. What's going on? If I do this, see, it set it to 0. Because I think the reason why it's setting it to 0 is because this value right here, what is it? This is 0. So let's try to do this. Add another save. Still setting it. Wait, now it just updates. Not the problem. Uh-huh. Still returning index 1. Still returning. All right. Well, you guys, I'm gonna call it quit here, and then I'm gonna still work on this and figure it out. And in the next video, I'm gonna find. Hopefully, I find a solution to this. I will bring you guys the updated version of this. All right. Thank you guys for watching. And if you like what I do, please leave a like. Help the channel grow. And if you have any question, please, or anything, if you want to see anything in the future in the project, please leave it in the comment.